I'm heading towards the beach in Castellón de Plana, and I absolutely feel terrible. I've been kind of sick the past few days. Something was coming up, and it's not COVID, fortunately, but I was so bored. I just wanted to get out and do something. So we're going to the beach. We are now in a very sunny area where there's no shade whatsoever. And because I'm pale and blonde, I'm gonna be doing my best Michael Jackson impression because I have, so even with sunscreen, it's not about just like having like a sunburn or not. Like, I actually just genuinely feel uncomfortable in the sun. Probably no one that comes to Spain actually feels like that because they love the sun, but I just kind of feel sick. So I'm gonna be, I learned how to moonwalk. I don't quite know how to do it, but Jordy, do you know how to moonwalk? Okay.
Not really.
I didn't know how to go like, Shimona. You can see all the, oh, un perro. You can see all the wind throwing the sun umbrella around. And this is kind of cool. I really like this. Probably this just doesn't stand out much to locals, but you got this fish water fountain draining like this water, kind of spitting it out. And I really like this. Jordy, you ever noticed that before?
Nope.
Yeah, see, this is the thing, like to locals, it's just kind of background because there's probably lots of stuff like this around here. Jordy promises me that there are plenty of other weird statues around Castellón. So if that's just a sample of what's to come later, you know, maybe in the...
By far not the weirdest one. That's pretty normal.
Oh, that's tame by locals. Okay. Well, I think it's great. I think it's absolutely wonderful. Jordy informs me if you want to eat at this restaurant that's empty, you need to book a table. But I guess what it is no one's serving meals right now because it's like 6 o'clock. What is it?
6, half past 6.
Okay. So this is something I'm not used to in Spain, that the hours are a little confusing to me.
No one eats until 8:30. 8:30, that's having dinner early.
So they eat earlier, but then not now. Yeah. Okay, so it's a little confusing, but I think I'll get used to it. By the way, you have all those boats over there. Which one's owned by the math department?
We have to work that out. We have to invest on that yet.
We need to a grant. It's going to argue that we can do math better on the sea than on the in the building. Jordy, we're not in Mexico, are we?
No, why?
Okay, why is the cartel here?
Carteles?
Is that the Sinaloa cartel?
No,
is it
no.
the Cali cartel?
Ads. Cartel means ads. No ads, please.
Oh, okay. So
it says no ads. Do not put ads. The responsible is the enterprise that it's being announced. So it's saying you can find this sentence everywhere. It just means no ads.
So this is where it's kind of funny, you know, not being fluent with the language. That okay, I legitimately was thinking of something like Pablo Escobar, and I'm just like cartel. Yeah, I never would have guessed that.
So you have it here again.
Oh yeah.
And there again.
Okay.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Every wall.
The cartel is everywhere in Castellón.
Yes.
Narcotraficantes. See. So I'm having a really hard time using my sun umbrella because there's so much wind. And Jordy thinks that it might rain, even though it's not predicted. I guess it's something that happens in Spain. Oh, I am ready to swim. I'm gonna douse myself with sunscreen. Jordy's not swimming, and this is where you change. It is super, super windy. We're heading towards some interesting feature over there. It's, I guess, some handicap thing, but over there is a planetary observatory, right?
Yep.
So it's kind of interesting that that's by the beach. All right, so it's time to go in. I have sunscreen on. I'm not going to be out here forever, but it's really not that bad. I mean, I'm here at like the wimpiest time. It's like 7:30, 8 p.m. So there's almost nobody on the beach right now. Actually, maybe a little bit later will be even better. So I'm told the water might be pretty cold. Yeah, it kind of is. This is kind of a cool thing up here though. Like this is for a wheelchair, I think. So there's some sort of wheelchair access. And it really kind of makes sense. I've never heard of anything like this. This is like a super shallow beach. Kind of far out. And it's really not very deep. Let's see what the water looks like though. How does the GoPro Hero 10 look under the water? Let's give that another shot. This is super salty water though. Wow. We heard there's some sort of like little informal like airport over there or something. I think we're gonna kind of walk that way about 1 kilometer. Yeah, because when I was talking, it was getting in my mouth. Oh. Okay, so there's some sort of freshwater thing to wash myself off. Is it gonna be cold or warm?
Cold, very cold.
Oh God. Okay. Dios mio. All right.
You can go to the other side, maybe it's going to be easier.
Over here? Oh yeah, that's for like the kids. Okay, yeah, that is cold. I'm not a fan of cold showers. Yeah, Jordy's laughing at me. The sun is really starting to go down. So my Michael Jackson umbrella is unfortunately probably going to be put away. And it's perfect timing because, you know, we didn't have any sleepovers, and that's what caused Michael Jackson problems, so. Well, apparently this beach is actually never really full. They always have, there's always space to throw down your towel. You know, we didn't come here earlier. And there's actually another interesting thing that's culturally very different than what I'm used to in the US is if you come here like during time when people are actually sunbathing and all that, there's a lot of people bathing topless and all that. And I think it's a wonderful thing in the sense of like in the US we're very ashamed of our bodies and very puritanical, and that's considered such a like a naughty, horrible thing, but here people are free enough to just not really care. You take these off, right?
You just hand it, you put it from here.
You take that off, yeah. And then you, okay, on me, okay, so. And it like sticks on me. Useful tip if you're in Castellon. You can, I guess you do it in someone's back, someone's walking ahead of you and you do it.
That's child's play.
That's useful, that's useful. They're still on me. And is it gonna take off? How long is it gonna take? I think it might be out of bounds. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. Okay, cool. Aeroclub de Castellón, Escuela de Pilotos, Entrada Libre. I love Spanish, it's so easy. School of Pilots, like that's not hard to figure out. Got back to around my apartment and we're a little hungry, so we're eating here some sandwiches, some chicken, huevos, I don't know, some other stuff, queso. So just gonna call it a day. I'm still a little tired because I'm still a little under the weather, but so I'm gonna go back and sleep. I think Jordy's a little tired also, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So just usual sort of stuff, like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna wander around the town some more. Let me know if there's any interesting stuff to see. I'm already hearing some ideas from Jordy of weird statues to check out. So we'll see a bunch more. So